I was just doodling like a small painting. So what happened to the laptop?
Uh,
Something wrong?
I forgot to turn on the fans and it shuts down. So right now, I just turned on the fan and right now the temperature is fine now. So nothing to worry about. Although I'm not sure about long-term damage. I hope it doesn't retain any long-term damage.
Okay. Alright. So basically, there was some stuff that I wanted to talk before doing anything.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, first of all, I'm not. I am not some kind of genius that will teach you the secret formula or something. I'm just gonna observe it, the stuff you do, and give some examples. But I think the main thing that could be useful for you is the exercise of not using the undo,
What?
and yeah, and it's not something that I do when I do the sketches. I do that, but when I paint, but this is different. The thing is that I don't do it because I already have the idea of when to use the CSI, that thing,
Yeah?
and that's something that you have to work a lot, and also the shape design. When shape design, when we talk about shape design, it's a bit complicated to just um, explain. I watched a video uh, to to have an idea what to say. So maybe you can understand, but it's complicated. In resume, it's like things that look more appealing, basically.
Right.
So you have to learn what looks appealing and what doesn't. And most of the time, um, for example, if you watch someone else um, draw, and you think, oh, that looks really good, you may think, okay, this looks good, but you don't really know why it looks good. So basically, that's the thing that you are working on. You have to see how to use the shapes for certain purposes that you have. That basically the decisions that you make. When you have a reference, you can just analyze what type of line you're gonna use if you're doing the liner, and the fact that you have to draw without the undo makes you think about each line as if it was more important. Like when you have the undo, most of the time um, you just overdo it, overdo it. But when you don't have the undo, you start to think, okay, instead of going fast, now I'm going slow because I don't want to I want to ruin the drawings. To say something, no, it doesn't matter, but it could help with the mentality of trying to be perfect. If you try to be perfect, maybe that exercise could help you. At least that's what I think. Not all things are gonna work for you, and also it's gonna take a long time for stuff to start to make sense. For now, I think just doing the exercise is gonna be good for you.
Right.
That's what I think.
Oh, someone is already in chat. Hello, Deeper Island. So what we're gonna do today on Magma is no undos, right? Or like shape
Yeah,
design
which
and
yeah, that's gonna be even. It could even be hard for me because I'm also trying to like I'm not maxed out if you know what I mean. I
you're
also have to.
You're like the high level character, helping the beginner at spawn type of person.
I know. For me, in my perspective, it's like imagine there is a long stair that you have to go up. Basically, I was in the same spot as you, like before, on the stairs. Let's say you are like 10 steps below in that long stair. It's like we are not that far away. Imagine the stair has 100 steps. We are like only 10 from each other. It's just that there is a, when you look at the result from 10 steps ahead in that sense, you think that is way too advanced when in reality it's not. It's something, that's how I see it.
Really?
That's how I see it. When I look at other people's art that I know they are way better than me, I can sense the confidence that they have when they do a line that I don't have. So it's basically the same thing that maybe happens to you. When I see people that knows more than me, I can think that is way too far away from what I know, but maybe in reality, it's just something that I haven't quite understand yet.
Huh.
Yeah, so you have to keep developing.
Okay, stopping now. Oh, the person is the same person who asked me to do Goku. Hello. Yes, I still remember you. Sorry if this is a little bit awkward for you, Carlos. We all
Nice.
we both chat and then I talk about chat. But don't worry, I'll still listen to you.
But do they not listen to me?
No, they can listen to you.
Oh.
You can check it on the thing.
Did you make a magma?
What?
Did you make the magma link?
Hold on, let me see if I can make a magma link.
Okay. And by the way, do you remember the video that I leave a link on your DM?
Yeah.
And it's a Poco video. It's really nice because in gesture you have to get a flow to the lines in a way that they don't interrupt each other unless that's what you want to do. Like there's gotta be purpose in what you do when it comes to gesture.
So each line needs to have a purpose. Something like that.
Yeah, you don't have to be all the time thinking like that. That is something that goes like natural. But at the same time, I think for now it's just a good exercise that when you go back to how you used to do things, you're gonna feel a difference. You're gonna feel more control in what you do, and basically you're gonna start to see mistakes in some lines, because right now I have the impression that when you see, like, what do you feel when you look at your own gesture? Do you sense that there's something wrong or off?
Yeah, I feel off sometimes. Like I see this pose and that pose and it doesn't fit the reference, or like it looks not as good. Alright, the magma link should be there.
I was trying to practice more jumping leap. that is insane for me, but someday.
Someday.
It's a slow process.
How long has Ming Lee has been drawing anyway? Like, how long has he been drawing? So maybe you just need like that much time.
It's not like I'm trying to get to the exact level that he is. I'm really happy if I am like half. Like that guy is insane. That guy is insane.
I've seen some of his painting. Yeah, he is insane. But again, a lot of master that we see and reference is insane by their own rights.
And you know, when you start to know more about art, the less you. It could be both things, but the less you can get impressed, or the more you can get impressed when you see someone else's art. I don't know if you understand what I say, but it's like when someone that doesn't know much about art looks at like some master artwork, they could think, yeah, that looks amazing. But when someone that knows more about what it takes to get to that point, you get even more impressed in that sense.
Huh. Oh, we have Hilly and Bizek here. So, fuck. I wonder how long does it take me to like reach a level that I'm comfortable with? Because right now I don't know what I'm comfortable with.
I don't think nobody. I don't think anybody knows that. You never know.
So we just have to.
It could be more or less.
So we just need to like practice every day until like we get a feel on, and one day you get a feel on.
Yeah, but I think it's really important that it's not only try something every day. It's trying different things, like different methods to do stuff, because that's gonna give you different reasons. And basically it stacks on top of each other. It's all you do is basically knowledge stacked on top of each other.
Right.
It's so hard when someone starts to draw and doesn't know anything. It's so difficult for them to understand anything.
Well, we all been there.
So much info. By the way, I'm just doodling here. Don't take it in.
Alright, if you check the stream now, we are on Magma. I was doing a little bit of gesture drawing, like free, but I got it. But it's no need anymore. We're on Magma now. So, what do you need me to do?
Did I ask you? Like, did you watch the Broco video?
I
forgot.
Yeah. I don't think I watched it yet.
Well, I guess I could talk a little bit about it, but you should, when you have time, take a look. Basically, let's talk about the CSI just a little. And it's not that, for example, for this, it's not like every time you're gonna use the C, for example, it's gonna look like this exactly. There's a lot of like changes that you can make to that.
Wait,
same
I'll be back.
Same.
I'll be back. The Magma asked me to like log in. Shit. Now, do I watch One Piece? Yeah, I watch it. I watched it when I was like 10-year-old, like, yeah, and then I kept watching it, and now we are. I used to like buy DVDs but it wasn't One Piece. It was just like Dragon Balls. Yeah.
So, are you watching?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching the CSI on the screen right now. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was saying that it's not like every line, like every C line is gonna be like this exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You have different variations to that, but you have to get the control on your lines. I would suggest to each time when before you start to draw, do the exercise of doing long lines like a practice, and also
Spirals.
like this kind of things. Yeah, spirals. These kind of things could help you to develop longer and confident lines when you do the gesture. So basically, I was saying there's multiple ways for you to do each one of these three types of line. When you look at something, for example, let's say a body, a human body. Basically, you have these different parts of the body that you can select. Like for example, it is not gonna look that much good here, but for example, if the body was tilted to this side, then you have this kind of C shape. Even if you have a lot of info in between that might distract you. Even if you have all that info, you try to basically get the general sense of things. Where are things going? And you have to pay attention to what kind of line are you gonna use. Like, do I use a S line for this? Do I use a straight line, a C? Like, try to simplify as much as you can. For example, you have here a C line, you have another C line, and then you have a straight. That's the type of mentality I have when I do gesture. And basically, you have to train your eye to see when to use something. And for example, if I were to make, let's say, a leg, for example, you have this. Like, imagine this is the knee. You see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
The knee, and you have. Well, basically, you can see the knee is like a cylinder, but you have to avoid making symmetrical lines. You have to avoid it. Instead, try to offset and make variations of the stuff you want to do. Because the more offset it looks, the more organic it's gonna be. So instead of having stuff like this, it doesn't look very organic. Try to make stuff like this, where things flow into each other, and it basically creates that flow that makes stuff moving. If you have questions, you can tell me. But yeah, that's something that you have to practice. Practice your C lines, like your S lines, I mean, and the straight lines. You have to practice. Even if you take your time, that's completely fine. Like imagine you have, let's say, you have this rib cage, not the rib cage, the pelvis. Let's say this is the pelvis and you are looking at it from under. Just a small example. Let's do it like this. So basically, let's say it's going down like in a cylinder, but you know that the leg has a curve to it, and that curve you have to take in consideration. So here, for example, I have to think like this thing, how much of a curve is gonna be. A problem that I had doing the subtle changes, because when it's like really obvious, when you have this, let's say this is the rib cage, and then you have this change, it's really obvious where things are going. But when it's so subtle, I often made like stuff like this, that it's supposed to be a C line, but it almost looks like the straight line. Or maybe I'm trying to make an S curve that is really subtle, but since I'm not confident on what I'm doing, it ends up looking more like the C. So it's something that takes time to get the confidence in what you do. So you told me that you're gonna get some reference, that you got some reference.
Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I can import them onto Magma.
You just have to drag the image.
All right. Hold on.
And if you don't have it, then I have my own reference.
Shit, I just realized all my references are really skimpy. Fuck. I think I have to pick new ones. Yeah. Would you mind and give me your reference instead?
Okay. I guess I'm gonna pick from my library some.
Yeah. Pinterest isn't helping either.
Okay, so what about if we do like, do you want to have like a timer, or do you first want to be like free time to make the pose?
Let's say, can we add a timer? Do we have a timer anywhere?
No, I can just have a timer myself, or you can have your timer and then you say when it's over.
Maybe 5 minutes, and I would like to have you have the timer, because if I have my own timer, I would know I would rush. But if I have someone else hold the timer, I would be able to flow, and with you telling me when the time stops.
Aye.
It's like.
By the way, if someone is trying to tell me something in the chat, I'm not really.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see that. Bezexen. Yeah, I haven't been talking with chat much, because I was listening. So I'm guessing this stream won't have a lot of people listening, watching. So don't worry. We won't be talking in chat.
It's not like everything I do is the thing that you have to do. It's just giving my experience on how I do stuff, how I think. Okay, I'll try to pick a simple reference where the gesture is more clear. For example, this one should do. Let me see if I can just track it. Alright, do you see it?
Yeah, I can see it perfectly.
Let me move. Let me see. I mean, we have a lot of space. Is that a good place or not?
That's a good place. That's a good place. That's a good place.
Okay. Alright, so remember, you are not allowed to use undo. You can't erase neither. You have to focus and think about each line, and of course try to each part of this try to think about the CSI.
All right, no undo.
Yeah, just to give a small thing, you can clearly see the curvature, like the gesture of the boss, how it breaks. You see it?
Yeah, I can see that. So do we?
So try to exaggerate the gesture. Try to see the limit, because that's gonna help you a lot. Try to exaggerate. Something I do for the legs, for example, where it has a ground, I tend to, for example, if there is a leg here and the other leg is like over here, I usually trace a line to see if it's more like the reference. That helps me a lot. But yeah, the timer starts now. Let me create a new layer. Alright, timer starts now, and remember, I'm gonna try to do it as well. It's not only you, so let's see how it goes.
All right. Fuck, no undos. Ah, fuck. This is harder than I thought.
Yeah, it's also gonna be hard for me in some way.
Yeah, I can see that no undo is gonna fuck us both up. See line.
Okay. I'm pretty sure the first time you're just basically doing the same like mentality, but then you are gonna start to see a difference, I believe. Just try to not get too caught up in the details. What happens a lot.
I'm trying. Interesting. What's so interesting? I'm reading the chat right now. Healy said interesting. Is it interesting that seeing me failing miserably without undos? Yeah.
No, nah, it's okay. You have to stop caring about making something look perfect.
Oh man, now that I have no undos, I can really see how chicken scratchy my own stuff is.
Yeah, I made some mistakes, but it's a good exercise for me as well. Because I normally, when I do the gesture that I post, I just allow myself to do the Control C. But normally, instead of the Control C, I pick another brush, like the airbrush, and I erase a little bit, and then keep working on the lines. That's how I do it.
Airbrush for erase. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's how I do it, but you don't have to do it. You could just lower the opacity of the layer and use another layer, but I do basically everything in one layer because that's how I do the paintings.
Just observing the kind of gestures is a bit different. Really different. Now for magma, this is pretty smooth. I wonder if I can replicate this soft ink into my Krita. Hammer up?
Okay. Time is up.
Yeah.
Okay, something that may help you, like if we analyze because right here, for example, if we pay close attention to the leg, it's really going back like this, like really going back. In this, like this is your line. Imagine you have this whole thing is just one line. This is your line, basically the direction of where things are going. When you do this scratchy line, it becomes less clear where things are going, and that's what I see. I think that's the reason why you guys get confused in what you're doing, because in this sense you don't really know where things are going. When you have this general direction of, for example, this long line, it already captures the sense of where things are going. If you remember the explanation that I gave, where you make everything flow into each other.
Yeah, I try to do that.
I tend to do that a lot with the drawing itself. Like you can see how I switch from one side to the other side, because I'm only trying to focus in the flow. Basically, sometimes it's harder to get the flow, but for example, I can draw over the figure. For example, right here in this, maybe I should change color, maybe yellow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you looking at it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So basically, it helps also to know some anatomy. But for example, if we have in mind that, let me move this here, that here where I'm placing, there is a peak of the rib cage. There's a peak.
Yeah.
That's where it connects with the. So I have that in mind. Like if, for example, I started with the oval shape of this I have in mind that right here there's a break on the shape that connects to other one. So basically it transforms it into this. You see it, like the peak and the flow of the pose. Also that peak, that like sharp point can define when there's something fleshy and when there's something bony.
What?
That's why, for example, what is it?
What? Something fleshy and something bony, like the stomach and the rib cage and stuff like that.
Let me give you an example. For example, let's think about this leg. For example, you have these the muscles that is very fleshy, right?
Yeah.
And then you have the bone that is really marked here because it's like really close to the outside. Like there's parts where the bones are really marked and you can basically see how they pop out. So in those places, you have it's really useful to use straight lines when you have something hard like the bones, and when you have something fleshy, something more with the flow of the muscles. There's something that I want you to do that I think could be interesting before doing the next one.
All right.
I want you to try to recognize what kind of lines from the CSI you can figure out here. Try to do it with the less amount of lines.
Right. We what?
You have to move these.
All right.
And now you should.
All right. So we have.
I think your leg is. I don't know.
Wait. Oh wait.
You have something.
Wait. I think I'm using your eraser.
Oh, okay.
I was confused. All right. So. No, it's. Wait, no. So. S here.
That's one line.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Here you are overextending. You are trying to do a lot with only one line. Think about what the line represents. Are you trying to represent this part or this part? Like that's the thing. If you try to do everything with one line, it's gonna be way more difficult. Just try to do it in parts. Try to do it in parts.
All right. So that's a C. No, that's not it.
See, this one is a C?
Yeah, I wanted to do a C, right? I was going from here to here, but I just realized that the C doesn't fit.
Now you have to think about the general direction of things. Imagine this is the leg.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh, okay. Okay.
Things are going this way. So that's why you have this movement here. But you have to stop thinking about each small detail. Try to simplify things as much as you can. If you remember, if you start to do stuff like this, like really similar lines to each other, things stop to look organic. So try to create a difference where each part is different. For example, you have this over here.
Right.
That is like a C. Like, this one is more like an S line, because you have this part. But over here, I would just go with the straight line. You don't have to overthink it. Just straight line.
So we have a straight line.
Here if you pay too much attention to each bump, you're gonna get confused. For example, here you have this thing. Let's just do a straight line. And here you have this C line or even an S line if you if you use it correctly. But I just wanted you to see that you don't have to pay attention to every single bump that you see. Just try to simplify. You see?
Right.
Here, instead of trying to do the whole leg in one go, let's just say you end up here, like you cut up this part. You have this simplified, and then you can look for the gesture of individual parts, like this foot. I would do like, for example, you have this straight line, then you have this like curve where the leg bends. You see it? Do you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
I just trying to explain in a way that maybe you understand it. It's difficult, but I just want you to see how I think about things.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, okay. So continue.
So you per se, this is like a straight line, and then I have put a C here.
Trying to do it simplified. With the least amount of lines.
That's it. I think that's like 5 lines. We have 3 or no, not 5. We have like 6. Right?
Yeah, but this line over here, what represents this part of the line? This part of the line, what represents? You have to think about that. If it has no purpose, then you have to take it out. You have to take away that information.
Right?
I'm not talking about trying to make everything look clean. I'm talking about what is the purpose of the line. Right now, you use the line to represent this whole arc that it has. Like you try to do it the simplest way, but you have to also take in mind the individual parts of the whole thing. That's why if you use the line, and let's say the line reach here, what represents this part of the whole thing? Because you're making an interruption. Like, is this like an overlap or some part, or does that represent the whole structure? Like, what you have to think about when you do a line.
Yeah, I'm still listening. I'm thinking.
It's okay if you don't understand yet. It takes time. I'm not really the best explaining, but yeah, basically try to have more thought of each line.
All right.
Yeah, don't try to rush.
Hello?
No, you can continue.
No, there wasn't anything I want to say. I'm just wanting to like understand the foot. I mean, this line for me, right? It's like a root for the leg, like planted into the foot, but like, oh well.
I'm doing this stuff in the same layer. I have to check layer. Now. Are you listening to some music?
Yeah, I'm listening to some music.
Like the Hollow Knight thing?
Yeah, it's Hollow Knight thing. It's like the safest option.
After the video, like the other...
Yeah, after that I got more conscious of what I choose for my music, and yeah, you know, I don't really want to strike.
It was some Nintendo stuff, so basically...
No, it wasn't
I don't like.
it wasn't a Nintendo stuff. It was like a anime song that got, you know, got copyrighted for some reason.
Yeah, but I was saying that if you want to continue with this, you can.
I think that's enough for this pose. I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Alright, let me just hide the layer. And how do I make a new one?
Alright.
Add layer. Those two.
Okay, let me look for the next one. I still have this song, like a song that I found on YouTube, stuck in my head.
We all have one of those songs.
Yeah.
Game songs never get bonked. Yeah, I mean, Hilly is right. Game songs never get bonked, but then I realized there was like a video of like the 30-minute song from Nintendo, like from a Donkey Kong song, and then it got copyrighted by Nintendo. So, besides Nintendo, every game else is fine. I don't know why Nintendo is so aggressive about their copyright stuff, but then again, they sold a Switch for like $800 or something.
What about this one? I remember making this one like a couple weeks. There's two images, but I guess we can pick one of those.
Yeah. I guess let's choose the simplest one, the standing one, like the standing upright one. I swear I've seen her before.
What are you saying?
I swear I've seen her before. Is she like an actor, like from the 90s?
I don't know. I was saying that I'm picking the girls as reference because they are like really curvy and easier.
Yeah, I would understand.
Okay. Yeah. Let's try the left one. I mean, and we have. Do we do 5 minutes again?
Yeah, 5 minutes. I might have a little bit of understanding what I need to do.
Yeah, it's gonna take time. I apologize if I wasn't clear. That's why I tell you to look at the video. because he explained it really really well. I remember you can't erase and you can't use the undo.
No undo, no erase. Got it. Oh, I can see that Bezek and Debar Allen already left because I didn't talk in chat much. Oh well. You gotta make compromises when learning.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to teach something in some way. I don't even think it's teaching. It's just talking about self-experience. Already made a mistake, but I can't erase. Cannot erase. That's it.
Oh well, we gotta live with that mistake until like the end of the timer. What kind of
Just go to the next one.
what kind of heel is that? It's like so stand up. You might as well tiptoe your way.
The heel?
Yeah, the heel is like the heel. Like I've never seen heels that like is so high up like that.
The heels.
Yeah, heels.
I was listening. I thought you said hue like the color hue.
Heels. I've never seen heels that is that high up. You might as well stand on your tiptoe. I heard that those who wear heels all the time would get like a deform on their legs, or like the foot. My condolences.
I mean, if it's just for a quick pose, I guess.
Beauty standards in the 90s are like for Americas was like, oh man. But for Vietnamese, I don't think there was a beauty standard because everyone was like trying to recover as after the American War, like the Vietnam War. But I heard a story about how back in the day, for a lot of Westerns, they would put mercury on their skin because it would make them glossier. And it was like, you know those glossy lipsticks and like glossy makeups you see in modern times? The people in the past would try to replicate that, but would try to make them glossy too, but they use like metal, like toxic metal, like mercury or lead. Mercury was was expensive, but lead was cheap. But one thing in common for those is that they are very toxic. Yeah.
At that time, the standards, like what was safe and what's not, it's like, what in that moment, what do you think it was like dangerous for them? Because when they were using like anything, I think they knew, but they just didn't care.
I mean, I think in their mind they would think like they won't live long enough to care, so they just go for it. Oh man, how do I import this brush into like Krita? It's so good. Like it's so soft and good.
Timer is up. You mean the one that you are using now?
Yeah, the soft ink.
Maybe there's gotta be, probably there's one similar to that. Yeah, so basically, not being able to erase is gonna it's gonna be bad for me, but it's okay. It's alright. I see that you can have trouble in
The
heel part.
legs. Yeah, I got confused on what I was seeing.
Yeah, it's like I imagine the leg like this, for example. It's going down. Like you have the knee there, but it's going down, and you have the lower part of the like the toes that bends, and then you have the back part of the I don't know the names. I forgot the names. So basically, you have this form. You have this form, and it basically connects with the like something like that.
No.
Something like that.
Oh, that's
I
clean.
think about this.
Oh, that's so simple. I think I didn't see it because I didn't try to simplify it because I still caught on the details.
Yeah, imagine it was this thing, but you bend it, so you have the part where you have the legs.
Yeah.
And then you have the part where the bottom, like this thing. I don't know the names. and yeah, it's something like that. You imagine that shape, and it's really easier in this case, I guess. You have to excite the pose. Don't think about, oh, I guess it would be nobody has the legs like this, but if you take the opportunity to excite the pose, it becomes more obvious what's happening. Right?
Got it. It's really, I think the same way. Clip Studio Paint. I don't think I've ever used Clip Studio Paint, Hilly. No, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know how to import brush like that.
There's also the fact that you are not really used to using photo references. So I guess that's something else that you have in the middle.
I tend to do what now?
But yeah, let me show you something real quick. You see in this pose there is like this bendy shape. Like if you had to use only one shape, you have this bendy shape, right?
Right.
So basically, what I do is like I divide it into, let's say you have this part that is like the fleshy part, and then you have this part that is straight line, because it's like the bone, right? I have this mapped out. Like you have the ribcage there, but basically I start with that part, and the other one I just do the it's a type of like S curve that I do, because if you know the leg has like this bump behind. So basically I just try to follow the flow and separate each like part, in this case the leg. So it's like a puzzle or something that you put together, like mix, and it becomes one thing. I mean, I did this really long, but it's okay. You get the idea. And then you have, let's say, instead of making the bottom part of the leg, I keep doing the jump in between. So basically now we have this part of the leg, you see, and this, and then we have this. Like it starts to construct, and you don't have to make everything. You don't have to make the lines, but I guess you can see it. But when you have this vision of making everything flow, it's not needed to make the whole line thing. Hopefully, after we finish, there's something that you take from this, at least one thing, because I don't think I'm doing a good job.
Don't worry, don't worry. We all are all trying.
Yeah, but that takes time. It's not something that you're gonna learn in one day. That's why I told you that it will be that we should do more than one. But it's gonna take time. Can you express, maybe can you express what make you like, if I already explained you how to think about this CSI?
Yeah.
Can you explain what makes you doubt what you do when you do this thing?
I guess.
Would you know?
Yeah, I guess when I do this, I get it's like, you know, when you scribble line from a pencil on the paper and you need to scribble it again and again to make it bolder, and it makes more clear. For me, it's like that. It's also to like change the line for me to find the right line so I can connect to, like that.
Yeah, but instead of, let's say for example, instead of trying to connect each line to make a shape, I would try to find that long, confident line that can express the most amount of information with the less amount of lines. You don't have to overthink it too much. Try to make something simple and make it like different parts, so it's easier for you to remember. Like I said, I tend to divide this in mini sections and parts of the gesture, because for example, if you can see, you could technically, like, you can use one single line to represent the whole gesture, for example, something like this. But then what you do with that, because if you try to make everything with one only shape, you are leaving some features behind that are gonna help you a lot later. So you have to simplify, but to certain point. You just have to try to find what point is, what points do you want to pay attention to. Otherwise, everything is gonna look like spaghetti. Yeah. About the shape design, the shape design is complicated. I'm telling you, when I saw the video, it was a Cynics video, and he was explaining. I was like, okay, I do understand how this works to some point, but if someone that doesn't know anything watch this, if I were to show you that video and tell you like, I'll watch this video, I'm 100% sure that you were gonna be lost in a second, because it's really it can be complex to explain, but once you understand, it starts to make sense. It starts to make sense. Okay, so do we find another one?
Yep, let's find another one. Let's do the next pose actually. The next, the right one. Make a new layer. Egg. No, wait, that's... Okay.
Let's try to pick another one like easier. Okay, but this one, okay, it's not that easy, but it has some important stuff that you should pay attention to. Like I think it has more recognizable stuff than stuff that you wouldn't understand. You will see. You will see.
I'm just checking on stuff. Sorry, I was having.
I'm trying to place it here, but what? Oh. I have to make a new layer.
Aye.
This one.
Oh, crouching one. Okay.
Yeah, but this is the thing that I was talking about. In this reference, let me make a new layer. In this reference, you can clearly tell how the back bends, but you have to pay attention to something. This is like a regular line, like C line, that is even in each part. But then if you have something like this, it has like a spike where things bend, but it's a C line, but it has some kind of spike. So if you pay attention to the back, this part, it has that exact thing where there is a point. You can even excite it even more. Trying to do it, but basically, if you pay attention to those small things, you start to get how the shapes work. Yeah, but I like the reference because it has that kind of dynamic. It has this thing, this that go up, and this that connects down. I try to think about each line. If you pay attention with basically 2 or 3 lines, you can already start to get a sense of what's happening in the pose. And for example, if we talk about the arms, you can see like a gesture of the arms going here, and maybe the this part you can see that, but you can divide each individual part in more gesture. For example, you have the deltoid that goes in, and then you have the how is it called? I always forget, but
That's
this muscle.
the
I always
bicep.
forget the name. I think it's the tricep, right?
Tricep.
Yeah. So basically, you have these connections. Like this goes over. It has this overlap, and then this goes over here, and has another overlap. For example, here you have another overlap. It just trying to show you that each individual thing can be simplified, like the gesture, but inside those individual things, like if this was a cylinder, and make it like that. Like if this was a cylinder, it has a lot of gesture inside the form. So what I do, if I feel like it's gonna help me, I start with the basic shape that represents most of the information, and then after I change the aspects that define the individual parts. That's the way I can tell you. Maybe you don't understand, but it's
I can try to understand.
yeah. I believe once you start to understand, when you look at someone else's drawing or even just your old drawings, you will start to see if a line really represented the part that it was supposed to be. But yeah, if you do the scratching thing, it's gonna be way harder for you to know even what's going on. So I would just tell you that in this one, try to, even if you think that line that you make makes no sense and looks bad, I think I prefer you to do that instead of having the scratching, because when you do the scratching, you lose the control of what's happening. So instead of doing a lot of lines, the small lines, try to make one confident line of what you're gonna do. That's gonna take time, but I think you should focus on trying to do them. So in this one, try to do it. That's a reason why we can't do the undo. So instead you have time to think what line to use. You know? I'm gonna draw this multiple times just to traumatize you.
Fuck. Okira is in a chat.
Okira?
Yeah.
Hello, Okira. So yeah, let's do this one. We have 5 minutes, no undo and can't erase.
No undo, no erase, 5 minutes pose. Right, choose your corner.
I'm gonna be over here this time.
And I'm gonna do it on the right.
Yeah, now we start. In case, now we start.
Fuck. What? No way.
I'm gonna get a bit cut out here with the image. I guess I could move it a little bit.
I think you can move it a bit to the left, a bit to the right.
Now let me move my drawing here. Yeah,
I'll move it. Yeah. He would reach from 2 line and you think he messed up. Oh god, you don't know how close to home that was.
It's okay if it looks ugly. It's more important if you understand where things are going.
It's literally impossible to mess up in 2 lines. You would think. But again, you can mess up a lot of things with just 1 line. Damn, I'm watching her right now. And this is going on the internet forever, by the way. So every single mess up I do is gonna be on the internet forever.
I mean, that's not the big deal. It's not a big deal. By the way, I forgot. How do I mirror my image? Like the flip?
the flip, you
Yeah, how do I?
try pressing F. Oh, F doesn't work. I don't think there's a flip option on. Hold on, let me check.
There was one flip, but I don't. You can do it later. It's okay. I would say you have to focus on the drawing. If you feel like you have time left, in fact we have 1 minute. You can try to redo the drawing, like a small one. Just see if you want to do something. Meanwhile. Yeah.
Oh, I found it. It's in transform. Shift T, and then there should be like a thingy.
Transform.
And then on the left, on the right, there should be like a flip, like a 2 arrows.
I guess. I think it was something different. I don't know. I think it was something a bit different.
Spell wouldn't. R doesn't work. Oh god.
Okay, time is up.
Alright.
Yeah, I did get messed up with the arms. Don't worry, I'm also suffering from the no undo. But it's okay. What you have to do is just go forward, go to the next pose, and try to analyze it more. Try to understand more what's happening.
I'll try. Oh, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, good news. The dead mouse is gone, so I'm more comfortable when I'm sitting there. Yeah.
You got the mouse again? Like it came back?
No, it was already dead. It was just the smell of its corpse. Like, you know the juices when the corpse, drips out. Yeah, it got stains on the floor, so I had to use some alcohol to rub it off, like clean it off with some paper. And now the and the smell is gone because it's clean now. But god damn it smelled horrible. But now it's gone, so I'm more comfortable. Oh, silhouette. You should have seen Alphards' first few poses. Yeesh, very graphic, lots of details. Is it the mouse or the first pose? Right, let us continue. So when you do this, right? When you do those faces like that, do you plan out or do you like?
What do you mean plan out?
Like when you do silhouette like that, do you like already plan out in your mind what to do, or you just wing it and then you do it until you see your face?
It's not like doing something random until you get a face, because I have the intention to make something that has a face on it. I might have pre-thought about, is it gonna be 3/4 or is it gonna be front view? But normally you would make a sketch, like when you draw something from imagination, you have that plan, and then you use the how can I say, you take the info that you have about that subject that you're gonna draw, and you basically think about how is it gonna be, how is it gonna look in that perspective, in that direction. For example, we have this curve, and maybe I could start to plan the direction of the face. Maybe, I don't know. it could be really easier if I already have like the idea of the shape of the hair, and it takes time. That's something that I'm practicing, but when I'm doodling stuff,
give me 5 seconds. Watching the master at work right now. For real. That's what Kira said.
I'm just doodling.
Oh god.
We could do some painting deconstruction practice, but that is up to you.
I mean, I'm trying to learn a bit. I'm how do I say this? Even though I've drawn for like a year or two, I have yet to touch color. And yeah, it's always the lines I'm more concerned about. It's not the color, because I know I suck at color. So it was like so embarrassing when I do color. This color doesn't look right, that color doesn't look right. So I guess a little bit of painting would help.
I would like to show you a bit of my practice of the Yumin Lee. I basically got a little lost. It was a bit of a fail, to be honest, but it's okay to have fails. I just tried something different. Maybe I can share my screen, maybe.
Yeah, your screen.
Just to show. Yeah, you go to the Discord and I can share my screen so you can see. Or maybe I can just let me see if I can just export the practice. Yeah, give me a second. I just want to show a bit. This was from this morning. I wake up early in the morning and I started to draw. And I'm planning to continue maybe later on the day. I don't know.
Buddy, you woke up in the morning and you thought to yourself, I must draw, and then you skip everything, just go straight for tablet. Face.
I mean, I always think about all those things that I have to practice, and when I try to do them, I made this mistake, and then I correct that mistake, and when I try again, then I have another thing that I don't have in account. It's like I have to go back and forth until I get my own recipe of doing things. Okay, let me see if I can. Where is it? place this thing. Eh? What did I do? So I would recommend you to in the next time you do the gesture in the streams, and maybe I'm not there, next time you do that, try to think about each line. If you want, you can only allow you to erase, maybe, I don't know, try to clean your thought process in some way. So you stop doing the scratching lines.
I'll try. No promises, but I'll try.
Oh, why is there? What? I don't see it. What?
You can try to import the thingy onto Magna, like the picture.
Oh, finally I saw it. It's like, oh, I have to make a new layer. Oh, we have Kira here.
Hello.
Okay, yeah, this was out of the practice that I was doing. I just tried to make everything with a rough.
Dang! Oh dang!
Yeah, he thought it was a leak.
He joined. He saw the link and he took the opportunity.
Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to show. It doesn't matter. I don't post it because it's just practicing for another artist. No, I have done that in the past, but I don't.
It looks so good though. The color mixing, it looks so good.
Nah, but I have to understand what I'm doing. It's gonna take me some time. You drew this thing?
Yeah, I drew this thing. I was listening to Hollow Knight and I was trying to see if I can remember the features of a character right.
If I pay close attention, I can already see, like, you see this part? Wait, hold on. You see this part?
Yep.
When you were doing the hair, you made something like this.
Yeah.
And that makes a repetition. It's like the typical beginner mistake when it comes to shape design. Like you can clearly see that there is a repetition that looks out of place. For example, it's something that you have to work on with time.
So, what do you think I would need to do for the hair?
For the hair, you have to. I don't know if it was you, maybe it was another person, but I said that you have to think about the big shapes first. Like once you have the big shapes, then you can make it look like a hair. Like when you draw hair, don't think it about like, okay, this is hair, because then you start to make like this like spaghetti thing. Think it like if it was a solid stone, let's say stone, that you're trying to change so it looks like hair.
Oh, hello, Arrow Guy. Another person has joined it. Yeah, the stone.
It takes time to figure out the design. It takes time, but yeah, it's something complicated for me to explain because I'm also trying to get better.
He was trying to be sneaky in the corner.
For example, if you look at, you see this?
Yep.
For this arm, you made the thing that I talked about.
Yeah, I can see that.
Instead, if you try to make a flow in the lines, you will have a better result. Like, let's say you have this, and then you have this change. Let me move it out. Maybe I can move it. You have this change. Like, instead of, I don't know if I can explain it well, but instead of having a symmetrical connection, you have an offset. If you say you have an offset of the anatomy.
Alright, we got another pose for.
Okay.
Find my own new layer. God, no, undo is so hard, man. It's like,
yeah, you have to stop and think. Like, I know that when you draw something and don't think much about it, it feels easier, of course. But then when you really try to make something more with the design, you start to find issues in the middle because you're rushing the results.
you know, maybe a collab between you and Kira would sound good.
Collab?
Yeah, like one of these, but you guys do a magma of the comic, like last time, but on stream. Why, like Kira streaming or something?
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Depends on Kira, I think.
Oh man.
If I guess.
Aye.
Okay. This pose, it's interesting because you have like this arc. Imagine these are the arms. You have this. You can try to make everything like if it was a simple shape. Like, imagine all this is a simple shape.
All right.
And like it helps you to create landmarks when you draw something. But that's when you have a reference. When you have a reference, I guess you gotta have a vision of what you're gonna do.
All right.
Okay. So 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
This time, try to use only long lines. Try to only use that. Even if you think it looks bad, do your best to avoid doing the scratchy lines.
Got it. Choose your corner.
Let me see. I guess I could be over here, maybe.
I'll go down here.
Aye. We have 5 minutes now.
Aye. What?
My torso end up being really long. It's okay.
Long torso
I just
is.
have to tell that to myself, so I don't tweak out.
You know, long. People like long legs, right? But when it's how long is like too long? You recognize when something is too long, like a leg, but when is it becomes too long? The foot? Really?
I don't know.
I had
It might never be.
Yeah, it might not be.
It's never long enough. If you like it, I guess.
The whole human height. You know, when I was a child, we had a literature lesson, and we had to do like describe a mom, and one of the kids described his mom like quote unquote, her leg is long as a lamppost, and it stuck with me since.
Kira also has to practice the C.
Oh my god, those! Oh my god, what? He's doing better than me. What the hell? Bro, join in and assert his dominance.
I mean, if I had to criticize, I think he kinda lost a bit of the sauce here.
Of the what now?
Don't forget about the deltoids.
What is a deltoid?
Deltoids are basically this thing on the shoulder that connects.
Ah, okay. So shoulder. Ah, okay. I've never. English is not my native language. I never literally use that word.
I mean, since I kind of finished for the breast, I always slice the oval in half, where that's where the separation, like this B form that you get,
Like the rib cage.
and yeah, the rib cage, and then I have this mapped out where the boobs are. You see that?
I can see that. Yep.
Basically, I have this where like the direction where things are going. Then I have this depending on the perspective. Basically, you get the sense of where things are, like that. Have the corner. Okay, it's over. Time's up.
Thumbs up. Bro, he even added the shadings.
I mean, I'm not teaching Kira, but I think, I mean, if I was gonna be honest, we are trying to stay away from the details. We're trying to simplify the forms with simple lines.
Alright, I think I messed up on the second pose there, but I tried my best on the first pose with at least a little bit of no lines, no scratchy lines at least.
What I can see is that you don't know when to use straight lines. You're not using straight lines. You're just using the C lines whenever you can. So you're basically losing a bit of the information that you have. For example, you have these really long and stretchy arms, but then you made it like something like this, which is very even. If you remember, it's very even. You don't have the break of the. Normally, what I do is that, for example, with this arm, let's say we have the bottom part, like the bottom part of the tricep. Hold on. What happened? Eh? Eh? Okay. I had like a small like what was I doing? I kind of forgot. What was I doing? Yeah.
The arms.
I got like small like. So yeah, if you remember what I did with the legs, that I divide in two, right?
Yep.
So basically, I try to do the same with the arms, where I have, let's say, if you pay attention, this thing, you have this. This thing, let me change the color. This thing, that is the deltoid that you see from, but you are looking at it from like under, and then you have the tricep, which sits under the deltoid, and that's what you see in here. I must say that knowing some anatomy might take you further in some cases, but basically try to make a change in the flow of the line, so it's not just C lines. Try to make a change, like for example, maybe where you have the bony part, the elbow, you can have like a break in here. Let me see. You can have a break where here is where when you have the elbow, and then you have the then you can divide the other parts.
Huh.
Just try to not do it only like that.
Can you dissect the arm for me again? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, and for example, in this part, I think you are overcomplicating the like trying to make everything with one single line. There's a break. You have a part. You have this part that expands, and you have this part that does the opposite. So instead, I will make a breaking point, or let's say over here, you have this breaking point, and you have a change of direction, much more clear than in here, where you don't have a sense of structure. There should be a break in the flow. You have to see when to make a break in that flow to represent a change in direction, because you have this the rib cage going, or this you have it going this way, and you have this going the opposite way. See, this direction. If I were to do it like a box, something like that probably. Do you see it?
Yep, I can see it. Yep.
So let's say I told you to try to make things with one line, but you know, with the limitation, basically less scratching. So far, I think you are doing way better than before. Oh yeah, the H. Yeah. That's the thing that I was talking about. If you press H, it flips.
Hello, Hilly.
And I use that. Yeah. So as I was saying, I think you did really, you did better than the previous one. If you let's see the first one that you did.
The first one?
And compare.
I think it's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, wrong layer.
If we compare, it has way more scratching lines, and you are basically lost in the lines. You still have a lot to do with that. You have to keep practicing. For example, you made like let's see. For the boob, for the breast, you kind of pay too much attention to the outside and end up making this C line. I try to look at it like this. What I can see from your drawing is that you have a C line for the boob. Then you have this other type of C line. Let's see. You have a lot of C lines over the place instead of, let's say, a straight line or an S curve. In here, you try to make everything with one S curve, but you didn't see the break on the flow over here. And yeah, that's the observation that I can do with the legs. You kind of got lost paying too much attention to the reference, because the leg that you draw has like this shape. I'm trying to make it like has like this shape, something like this, and then you have the bony part here, down here. It's like you kind of lost the direction. The leg bends, but it's way more subtle than how you bend it here. But as I was saying, I prefer this.
See you, Kira. He's leaving.
Than trying to make it like this. Huh?
Kira's leaving stream. He'll see us later.
Okay. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. You have this, that I prefer this than this, but you have to try not to oversimplify and leaving the features completely away.
Got it.
And I'm talking about the arms, right?
All right.
But you did way better. It's gonna take you time to get confident and say, oh, here I see, I don't know, a straight line, and then I have a C curve. You have to make decisions, not just do S line, like not the S line, the C line each time you have the opportunity. Like try to think, is this like the type of line that I'm gonna use here? Try to think a bit more like that. For example, I can see straight line here. Like, can you see it?
I can see it, yeah.
Straight lines.
Straight lines on the stomach and the...
You have a straight line here, and then you have like a small of a break here. You have a C curve, but you have this straight line that has a break. It's like this break, which, as I told you before, is the part of the rib cage. It's like the corner of the rib cage, right there. So don't think about all these things like this. Try to think about, oh, maybe this is a straight line, and maybe I want to simplify this part and I just make a C curve, and try to see what kind of C curve are you gonna do. It's not the same C curve. You have any type of variations of the same type of curve. Or I could have this straight line and C curve. You have to think how you're gonna represent the parts. Try to pick the one that fits the most.
Right.
You have any question that maybe I could answer? Maybe I could answer.
No, not quite. I think you're doing pretty well. Thanks. Yeah, you're doing pretty well in teaching me. Oh.
Yeah, just trying to be more confident. That's all. That's all you have to take in mind. Try to be more confident and use the chan.
Oh man.
Chan. It's like
it's so hard to do that, bro. Like it sounds so simple. Like it sounds so simple, right?
Sounds simple, but it has the complexity.
Yeah.
You have to practice.
The omniscient.
When you stop, like right now we are not using the undo, but then when you have the undo and you really see the vision of what you're gonna do, it's gonna be way better than before, basically. But I recommend you to keep doing this. Keep trying to use the least amount of lines that you can. In here you have like a collision of a lot of lines that are insecure in what to do. But here, maybe you didn't get the right shape, but you did have more confident lines over here.
Got it.
You see? Just try to not forget these little features that represent the anatomy, like it happened here.
Huh. Whew. Alright. I think I kind of got it. So,
It's gonna take you time to.
Yeah, it's gonna take me time. I understand. All right.
What do you want to do now?
Do you have any plans in mind?
Well, I had this idea of doing. I mean, maybe you're not that much interested on that, but I have this idea of doing some painting distillation practice.
What does that mean?
It's basically when you try to simplify something with simple shapes and little with the smallest amount of values.
Smallest amount of values?
smallest amount of value. Basically, when you see like, let's say for example, this is like an astronaut or more like alien type of. Let's say this is like a helmet or something. I try to represent what's here with the least amount of info. The least amount of info. Trying to not use lines. It's something that it's another thing that one has to practice. But it's really interesting when you start to understand how to simplify things, because basically we were trying to simplify the image with simple gesture, and here you are trying to simplify with simple shapes.
Oh, okay.
Trying to think and mix all the shadows so you have everything together and it's even simpler. But at the same time, you understand what you're looking at.
Sounds actually hard.
I mean, it doesn't have to be hard, but it's something that you have to practice to use. For example, let me, for example, this curve right here. If I were to simplify with shapes, maybe let me have this. What? Okay. If I had to simplify with shapes, let's say the shadow. We have the shadow that covers part of this. You see? And basically, I try to represent what I'm looking at with just forms, and try not to use lines.
So you know what would be great with this? A skull. Oh, let me.
Okay. You can already see what I'm trying to do, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
At least part of the idea.
I can see that. Oh, can we try the skull with this? Like, we put a reference of the skull, and I'll try to copy what you do.
I mean, it's not. You say copying what I do?
Yeah, you do, and I'll try to replicate, like follow along, like draw along.
Yeah, but I see a problem with that, and the problem is that you're not thinking if you just copy what I do.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing. You have to think what are you doing, to have the control of what you do. That's what I was telling you that you have to do with confident lines. Like copying me, it's copying my mistakes, it's copying my vision. So you should try to do it your way. Try to simplify it your way. Okay.
So let's try to do a score with this thingy. Do you have reference on the score, or should I find it?
I think you can find it. I don't think I have one right now.
I'll go on Pinterest with a score.
By the way, how long have we been here?
We've been here for around 1 hour and 59 seconds. And 1 hour and 59 minutes. Just like
so basically 2 hours?
Yeah, basically 2.
And we can leave it there.
Aye. So you found the...
in some way.
Hello, Brocam. A bit late. We kind of skipped like everything. you kind of skipped like everything. Oh, you're starting already?
Nah, I'm just doodling.
I'm trying to find reference of a skull. And there's so many good skulls, but copy image, and then let me create a layer. Got it. Here it is.
There's a video.
What?
There is a video that I could send you that maybe you're gonna find useful. It's gonna be a better explanation of what I said.
Oh shit. Okay. The stream is not ending. After this, I'm gonna do some personal stuff.
Okay. So you want to pick this side or
I'm gonna pick this side. I'm gonna pick this side. Now, granted, my skill wouldn't be good. Wait, why is... Oh. Gotcha. You seem so casual around this. What the hell? What? Wrong color. Yeah, I found the problem whenever I draw skulls. It's just the jaw is always too wide or like too broad.
I guess you are kind of used to the maybe the anime more small scope.
No, it's like I always like draw like stuff either too small, too big. Whenever I draw like an eye, I will always either draw like too small for the head and or like too big for the head. Even if I try the right and true Loomis method, I still fails.
Okay.
Wait. How does he do it? Oh man, you got to refine there.
Well, I already have experience drawing skulls. I don't know if you have practice. To be honest, I can do. I know I can do better than this thingy.
We all know we can do better at something.
Yeah.
But you got a very defined shape without, much outlines instead of like me right now.
Yeah, because you're thinking like you see the nose and you are trying to see like this shape inside and all that. But
Yeah.
all I see is a big shadow with this shape.
Oh, okay.
All I see is the big shadows. And for example, the light is coming from the right, so all the others I just place it in shadow. Like you don't think about each individual transition. You try to make everything one thing.
Gwent. I think
Well,
I'm
I
more.
think
Yeah.
yeah, I think I'm okay. Really.
I think this is the best I can do right now. Yeah.
I'm just like a bit changing some stuff here and there, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. It just defining small things. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that's it, I guess.
That's it. Now we're gonna
Try to
show our stuff, and so I can take a screenshot and post it. Of course.
Let me hide that. You can have your own stuff first, I guess.
Hold on, I gotta put on one of my side. How it goes.
Okay.
I gotta make it small. And
you have the same thing in the layer.
yeah, I got the thing on the layer, so I'm just gonna erase that actually. That's the wrong one.
Okay. To be honest, the last the last skull that I paint was I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Right.
I don't know if you remember. It was one with a lot of blues and warm tones. I don't know if you saw that one. I posted in the Discord.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. I think I saw it. I just don't know if it's the right one. Alright, your turn. You put the thingy on your side.
Let me see. I have to make it smaller, otherwise. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I made a bit of a mess with the layers. Let's see if I don't.
Don't worry.
Get lost. Something strange. Okay, let's see. Do I have another one? This one. Oh, I have to erase that, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. What?
What happened?
Nah, I just had like a visual book. Was kind of strange.
What do number represent? Oh, that's just my name. The 243 is just my name.
What?
Someone in chat asks, what does the number represent? It's just me. It's just like my name.
By the way, now that you're talking about that, what if I call you like 2-4 or something? Because it's kind of like when I say 243, it's like too much effort.
Too much
I don't know
effort.
what it's like.
I guess a lot of people had trouble saying my name, like 243. A lot of people just defaulted to N2, like just defaulted to N2 because it somehow takes less effort than saying 3 numbers, like N2.
Oh.
I don't know why, but
Okay.
Now that you mention it, saying 243 takes effort.
I have to place my name, right?
Can you write your name?
I don't know. I don't have a sign. I never sign my stuff. I just place it like that.
Okay. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna take a screenshot. Hold on.
Some.
What?
You have some overlaps, like there's a leg on top of the girl.
Yeah, I can't really erase that because it's like on the same layer.
Okay.
Alright, thank you, Carlos, for coming. Thank you for the session.
Yeah, it was. I'm not sure when's gonna be the next one, but hopefully you can start to try the stuff that I told you, and also you should watch the video that the Proco video.
Yep, I'll try. Now I'm gonna switch the thingy back to Krita.
Okay. Yeah, you can do your thing. I'm just gonna leave. Maybe I join the chat for a moment. Like, are you staying for long or just?
I'm staying for a while. I'm staying for a little while.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe stay in the chat for a bit.
Right. I'll see you in chat. See you.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. Oh man. Oh mate. Oh, that was something. Hold on. Now, right now, we're gonna draw. I'm gonna draw a real life reference. Let me find something. Hold on. We're gonna find a good. We need to find a good reference. Give me a sec. Yeah, you try find something. I'm gonna find a reference. Alright, found it. Let's try to use this one. Now we're gonna try to apply what we learned on the thingy, the magma thingy. I really fucked up. Right. It is the key of all source, the key of all life. How are we gonna do this? I mean, second round's against skirts. You know what would be funny? You draw like those medieval skirts. Oh, no, medieval dress with those like a long fold that goes like this, or something like that. You know those medieval dress? Hold on. Hold on, let me find a picture. Like this type of dress, right? And you have it like all sprout around. Like you focus on one spot and then like just sprout out like a flower or something. No? Oh, this would make a great reference, really. Now that I mention it, I'll save you for later. Intention. Yeah, it's like sketchy, scratchy lines. Wait. Hold on. Oh no, oh no, you can't be. Alright, if you understand why I'm saying no right now, do you see these? These are scars from self-harms. I just realized that. Oh, I hope they're doing alright. Hope you're doing alright, mate. The person I'm trying. I just saw that! Like, I never really paid focus on the arms until like way later, and then I just saw it. Oh, I hope the person who is doing alright. What fun! What fun! The first fanboy we saw has depression. God damn it! I just saw that! God damn it! Took me a damn while too. Wait, did Omnation, like, did you figure it out before me? No way. I just realized that. Still don't see the scratches. Okay, I'll mark it up for you. There are on these areas. Usually when you self-harm, there should be like usually on the wrist. The scratches here, and I think there are scratches here too. Usually when you self-harm, you would do it on the wrist, but yeah, sometimes it was a cat probably. But the cat wouldn't explain these small scratches like this. Cat makes sense, yeah. You're right, alright. Though, the wrist, I can see a little bit of scars here too, or maybe that's just a resolution. It was a cat! You're trying so hard to not get demonetized on this channel. Trying so hard to not get demonetized on this channel. I applaud. Too bad though, my running mouth will get all us banned. I can't draw the eyes. Need more practice on the eyes. That's certainly clear. Like so far. Right, I think I feel more confident with straight lines now. Although not much. Every class I take from everyone right now, everything is gonna build up to just me trying to draw a fanboy. I think we got a quick sketch of what we have right here. Yes! Mostly right. I got the proportion mostly right. Except for the legs. That need to be bigger. Alright. Put you down here. Then we're gonna hide you. Put you in the group though. Next one. Next one, we are actually gonna do this. Make a good point. I guess trying to go for the vibe sounds good. Now, if we're gonna draw, we might as well make it fun. So the reference are a must. So the femboy reference is a necessary. No question asked. One of us is gonna get cancelled, and it ain't gonna be you. Is that a fucking child? Hold on, I'm getting a lot of girls pick. I don't need this. I want men. I want men. I want to see men. I don't know why most people would use girls so much. I mean, feminine men would fit the bill, no? If you want curvy. But again, the breasts would make it a bit more challenge. Because, you know. Get the overall side of the outside shape. Alright. Oh, the kindergarten is going to be in operation in like 1 hour. You feel so fun using photo reference? I mean, due to the fact that we already had prior training in like 30 minutes ago, I feel pretty fine. But that's because I have prior training But if I were to do like real life reference like right away instead of going for Postmaniac, I would have a lot of trouble. We're just sketching, not really doing any real like. Overall, this is pretty nice, and yeah, that should be it. Big shape first, details come later. Gotcha. Group you, all you together. Alright, next reference. This one a pretty simple one. Oh. Thank you. Trying to go for that. What am I trying to hit? Yeah, these were the references I didn't want to use. I have this on my reference folder. The homework folder, it's in another folder. Didn't want to scare you off with my dash. Next time we draw, let's get some of those, maybe you get motivated. You're saying as if the girls post you post on today didn't got me like motivated, but I guess you're half right. For some reason, I did feel like maybe because I've been drawing like real life reference for so much through the last year, didn't really find normal thing excited anymore. It's like saying, you know, there's a story on doctors, right? Is that they've seen so much deplorable stuff, it's hard to get them excited. Again, you're saying as if those references you bought, well, didn't make me excited. I guess it's the simplicity of these poses, because there's only so much poses you can do with a femboy that isn't No, complicated. Tips. My God. Gets you to draw more. Don't exploit that, please. My hands can only go for so long. Wait, a blush, huh? Hello. You're passing by at the worst time possible. Temptation. See, this is truly epic. Look, if I'm gonna draw, I might as well like try to stay awake because I still haven't. I haven't slept. I haven't slept. I slept at in like 8 p.m. yesterday and woke up at like 11. So yeah, I'm still kind of drowsy. Can't believe I still sat through like 2 hours of mentoring from Karlos. No, I need to draw. I need this. I need this. You don't understand. I need this. I think this one you kind of lost the flow in the shoulders. Yeah, I can understand. But I had a little bit of trouble here. Sleep schedule, bro. Okay, in the middle of the cloth, it's so goddamn dark, I can't see crap. So we're gonna wing it. Of course, we're gonna add the color. I have an idea. We're gonna make our own color. You're right. And it went back. Yeah, it's gonna take time. Yep. Yeah. See you, Zaki. Sorry if this is too weird for me. This is too weird for you. Got it. And we got it. Just doing some random sketch. Need at least like 3, 4. You flip the canvas? Was it control? No, hold on. That's not it. Mirror, so it's M. Oh, this one needs work. Just anything. I'm trying. Oh, I guess the leg didn't work out. Can't. I'm not skilled enough. I'm not skilled enough to understand. Do tell me what's going on. Time to time, got it. Figure it out. I hope I can. Okay, last one. We need to find something. To find a good reference. for the last one. Help you improve. All right. Last sketch. You're gonna try this you need to try this sometimes. Like skirts without breasts is like easier. Trust me, bro, it helps. Skirts without breasts. It helps a lot. You gotta trust me on this. It helped with drawing. Have a nice day. This is also my last one. Have a good day, Mom Nation. I think I can see that. I got it. Have a nice day. We've been doing a lot. Thank you for the mentoring session. I'll see you next time. Again, thank you. I'm out. That's it. That's final one. Right, now we're done, finally. Right, oh, you're still here after all this time? Oh, hello. Thank you for watching, Haley. It's been a long while. It's been like... How long is it? 3 hours. Oh man. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Especially you, Haley. You've been here all this time. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Good morning, good afternoon, good night.